The music education industry is rapidly changing. If you want to understand how you can leverage AI to scale your music business into the online space and be able to expand your knowledge and increase your income without having to give more of your time away, in today's episode, we're going to uncover exactly what you can do to learn how to work smarter and not harder. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Musicians Creating Prosperity podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Fabiana Claure. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about AI and more specifically how AI can expedite the path for music educators to be able to leverage technology and also expand their impact so that they can reach more people and they can create businesses without having to learn all the technology or having to create many marketing strategies, learn all of the copywriting and sales and all the marketing techniques that used to be a inevitable part of the learning journey for music educators wanting to leverage the online teaching platforms. So let's dive right in. In today's day and age, we are entering a new year. We are getting ready to welcome 2026, and technology is really providing a unique opportunity for music educators and musicians worldwide to be able to expand their business models so that they don't have to continue trading time for money. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to escaping the old models that used to trap music educators to have to limit themselves to working one-on-one, to teaching in this individual model where everything had to be taught in a live setting in a weekly basis, in individual sessions, and instead being able to shift into the online paradigms that are now available to group your students, to have ways of sharing your knowledge in a one-to-many format, and most importantly, to archive your intellectual property, right? We've been talking about the new opportunities that exist in the online space throughout this entire podcast production, right? For many, many episodes now. And so in today's episode, I want to talk more deeply around how artificial intelligence is providing an opportunity that is very special for music educators because unlike in the past where if you were serious about building an online business and you wanted to leverage your knowledge more strategically, you would have to commit to learning skills such as marketing, copywriting, creating sales pages, understanding the nuance of sales psychology and effective communication, and really becoming, in a way, a good marketer in addition to being a good music educator. In today's day and age, as long as you understand how to leverage AI and learn technology platforms that are uniquely designed for music educators to scale their knowledge, you don't have to become great at marketing. You don't have to become great at sales. You don't have to become great at technology or even delivering your services to your clients because you can create shortcuts using artificial intelligence to bypass the learning curve. So let's talk specifically around why you want to do that. You see, we live in an era where information is available. It's available immediately. People want things fast, right? You order something on Amazon and people can get it in a few hours sometimes or in a few days. Even my kids sometimes surprise me with their expectations of everything being immediate, right? Everything happening right then and there. They order things and they're like, how quickly is it going to arrive? And sometimes it baffles me to think that this is a new thing. Like we used to live in an era where you wouldn't just click a button and things would show up at your door. Like things would require time. And yet we are in a moment now where information is rapidly and readily available at the click of a fingertip. So what happens with music educators and students? Well, your students want answers quickly. Your students want the availability of your shortcuts. They want the options to bypass the waiting period that used to exist in the past, where they had to just see you as a music teacher once a week and then wait for 6 days on their own practicing and in many instances reinforcing bad habits because they didn't have a point of reference until the next time they saw you. In today's day and age, musicians and music students and music educators, they want things fast. So how can we leverage AI to create that immediacy in the services that we provide for our clients? And how can we leverage the online teaching platforms to be able to provide that quick win for our students that will in turn elevate the value of our services and allow us to charge premium rates? It's by leveraging not only the online platforms that exist that allow us to provide asynchronous feedback to our students, and we've been talking about this all throughout this podcast production, right? where you can have a weekly meeting with your students where they take turns showing you what they're working on. Then you can send them off throughout the week to continue troubleshooting and brainstorming on the things you discussed during the weekly live masterclass, and maybe even sending you videos back and forth so that you can provide custom feedback and they can get that rapid course correction throughout the week without having to wait until the next weekly live meeting. We've talked about that throughout this entire podcast, right? So this is not new. However, AI can provide avenues for you to expand your knowledge and spread the reach of your services to bring in more clients and to share the possibility of what you can do for people without you having to manually do all the work. And why is that important? Because if you are serious about building an online business, then you need to do it in a way where your energy is not being drained on the marketing and sales side, leaving you nothing left to actually serve your clients. And whether you're going to be using technology to package your knowledge, to build a recording database of knowledge and trainings and templates and swipe files and resources that they can reference in addition to meeting with you on a weekly basis, you want to save your energy, not to have to be creating the content yourself and having to be multiple places in multiple ways, serving and showing up on social media and having to be creating so much that drains your energy to actually serve your clients. So the only way you can do this is if you develop the right AI-based systems to both serve your clients and grow your business. Because here's the thing, when we're exploring this online model, it's easy to just focus on how are you going to teach it and what are the best ways that you're going to share your knowledge and package it for your students to benefit from it. But don't forget, you still have to continue running your business and growing your business and marketing. And if a business stops marketing, it's like the heartbeat of the business. It cannot exist without a heartbeat. And the marketing of your business can be very draining and time consuming if you feel you need to do it all yourself, or if you're just using the normal avenues that have always existed with social media posting and this and that, right? So why does AI become a massive shortcut and opportunity for music educators? Is because it allows you to create more leverage in your time, allows you to save your energy. And if you can understand how to build the right marketing systems and engines that will attract, nurture, and convert clients repeatedly on autopilot into your business, then that frees up your time and energy to focus on what you need to do as the visionary leader in your music business, which is to create content, to build a brand that allows you to build trust, but doing it in the smart way without you having to do all the heavy lifting yourself. And most importantly, to serve your clients and to help them get even better results than they did before if you were teaching in person or teaching one-on-one, how to get them faster results. Remember, the key word in today's episode is speed. If your services can provide speed of implementation and speed of results to your clients, they will perceive the value as higher and will be more willing to actually pay premium prices for your services, because premium buyers value their time more than they do their money, meaning they want speed. They want things fast, right? Again, coming back to the original message of this episode, which is we live in an era where everything is immediate. So if you can learn how to run your business and build your online business in a way that provides fast leverage for you to be able to grow your business and to promote it and to build the brand awareness necessary to attract, nurture, and convert clients, then you'll save your energy for what matters most, which is connection and creation, right? Connection with prospective clients and creation of value for your existing clients and for your prospective clients. That's what it always will come down to as the visionary leader in your business. Are you adding value? Are you creating services that provide results? Are you creating content that provides transformation, that breaks through, that helps your ideal clients see the possibilities of what they're missing by not having access to your knowledge? And then are you using that in a place that helps you feel aligned as the person building the service, creating the offers, building the products? Because if you're burned out as the leader and visionary in your business, then your content will suffer, your teaching will suffer, your clients will struggle. You are the source of that initial connection for your students, that initial creation of the value and the content. And if you're burned out, you cannot serve in the best way. Hey, if you're a music educator listening to this next part is specifically for you. There are two types of music educators: those using AI to build scalable online businesses with unlimited earning potential, and everyone else still trapped trading time for money. Which group will you be in? Here's the thing. AI isn't replacing music teachers, it's empowering the smart ones to scale beyond their physical limitations. While most educators are maxed out on lessons and hitting income ceilings, forward thinking teachers are using AI to create systems that generate income while they sleep. Imagine building courses once and selling them forever, having a business that works while you focused on what you love most about music. The opportunity is massive, but it won't last forever. That's why I'm hosting a free masterclass where I'll show you exactly how to leverage AI to build your scalable online music teaching business. You'll discover the AI tools that automate everything, the systems that handle marketing while you teach, and the strategies that turn your expertise into unlimited earning potential. The question isn't whether AI will change music education, it's whether you'll be leading that change or scrambling to catch up. Join my free masterclass and discover how to build the AI-powered music teaching business you deserve. Visit musiciansprofitmasterclass.com and secure your spot. And now, back to the show. Here's why I love talking about AI and thinking of it as a massive leverage and competitive advantage for you. Rather than shying away from it or feeling that it's too overwhelming to embrace or to learn, I want to empower you to actually realize that artificial intelligence is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And the more you can leverage the technology that AI can do to shorten your learning curve, not only to help you with brand awareness, with building the marketing in your business, but also showing you how you can package your own intellectual property for your clients and help them get faster results, not replacing you necessarily, but yes, providing the information that your clients may need to have at their fingertips that they want to have immediately without needing to wait for you to get back to them. And this is exactly what I've done in my own services and programs, guiding musicians and music educators and creatives in general, guiding them to shorten their learning curve, guiding them to not make the same mistakes that I did, showing them what to do to strategically position their brands, position their knowledge, find the right type of clients. All of that is something that now my own custom AI, we call it Musicians Marketing Maestro, can literally give it to my clients at the click of a finger, like just immediately. It can give them results with a click of a button. Now, does that mean it replaces me completely? No, because at the end of the day, there will always be some additional customization and personalization of the materials and the information, and that extra layer of high level vision and guidance that I consider to be proprietary that can absolutely be additional value for our clients. Yes. But the foundational strategies, the core frameworks, the core tools and shortcuts that I know have uniformly worked for many, many musicians over the course of many years are already embedded into this AI brain of mine that can now provide those immediate responses to my clients without them needing to hear it from me directly. Now, why is that important? It's not just to shorten the learning curve, it's also a way to cover the essentials so that whenever you're in touch with your clients, then you could go deeper. I go deeper when I'm in front of my clients now, when I meet with them on a weekly basis, etc. The basic information is already covered through my online teaching materials, my trainings, and as well as through my AI, so that whenever I'm working with them directly face to face in a group setting, etc., or even asynchronously, we can bypass the fundamentals. We can bypass the obvious, the basic stuff, because now we have that already in a way that is accessible 24/7, right? So AI is here to shorten the learning curve. And I want to encourage you to look at ways in which you can expand your knowledge and leverage technology to help you improve your marketing strategies, to help you improve your client delivery strategies, and help you show what is available to not only help build a business, but also to help grow the existing client base that you have and get them faster results. Now, again, coming back to the energy management portion of this, the biggest competitive advantage that learning AI will do for you is not just showing you the shortcuts, it's helping you preserve your energy. Everything in business is energy management. That's something that I've learned and that I truly, truly believe. The more you can protect your energy, even from a decision making standpoint, meaning there's so many decisions that you may be trying to make right now as you're running and building your music business, right? You may be trying to decide on best sources of information, best sources of guidance, best resources to leverage, best people to listen to, best mentors to learn from. You may be all the time just trying to discern and make decisions around what to even pay attention to, right? And even that can drain energy. So when you consolidate your knowledge, when you focus on developing the right strategy to grow your business, and you decide you are not going to spend time posting on social media yourself, trying to repurpose your content yourself, and instead you're looking for shortcuts, you're looking for methodologies that have already worked, obviously using roadmaps that are proven, such as coaching programs. I still consider that the best way to leverage your time strategically is by following a proven roadmap, not trying to reinvent the wheel. But in addition to that, looking for ways where you can shorten your learning curve. You don't need to become great at copywriting, great at web design, great at graphic creation, great at editing your videos. You need to look at what are the tools available in today's day and age, and how can you leverage artificial intelligence to not only repurpose your content, but also help you with all the other aspects of building a business, including marketing, but also sales. Another great aspect of AI is that you can improve your communication skills by getting feedback with AI. We tend to be really good at what we do, but when it comes to explaining the value of what we do, that's usually something that requires a huge learning curve. And thankfully, now with AI, you can actually get feedback when you are having conversations with potential clients, even when you're presenting and sharing your knowledge. You can get feedback and see how you did and what you could have improved based on the perspective that AI can bring to you. So this is something that I'm really excited about bringing in to our audience, to our community, because again, if you are feeling burned out, if you're really struggling right now in your business and you're feeling like you're doing everything you can and you're still not happy with the results you're getting, chances are it's either two reasons or the combination of those two. You are still working in the old model where you're trading your time teaching one-on-one lessons, or depending on income from gigging and performing, and everything you create, every dollar you generate is based on you physically showing up at a certain place at a certain time. That's probably the main reason why you're burned out, because your income is directly tied to your time. And the second reason is because if you are considering shifting that model and building an online business, or you already have an online business, chances are you're doing too many things. You're wearing way too many hats, and you're thinking you need to develop your marketing skills. You may even be thinking you need to be running your own advertising and developing the content for social media, maybe doing all of the content production yourself, and just scrambling to just be the master of the jack of all trades, if you will, right? And it's not necessary. And so it's just because you haven't opened yourself to learning how to create shortcuts with AI and how to leverage it more specifically. Now, there are many ways that you could do it with AI. And there's ways where you can use general AI, but there's also ways where you can use custom AI, more specific AI, right? There's a space for general information and there's a space for custom, more deep, specialized knowledge. Just like when you Google something, right? You want to be careful what you search for and the resources you use when you Google things, because sometimes you're not going to find the best quality information or the most reliable knowledge just because you Googled it. The same thing happens with AI. Not all AI is the same, and you may put things on AI that if you use the general AI, it may just bring in very general information to you because it is using the open source information that's available in the open source softwares that AI will just draw from, like regular Google would. But you also want to be careful in discerning where you get your AI resources, how you leverage AI, and preferably custom AI that will be very specific to what you're looking for, right? And again, this is what we've developed in the work we do with musicians, a custom AI that really is specifically designed for music educators, entrepreneurs, and creative professionals who are not only building products and services that are detached from their own individual beings and talents, but they're actually built on their artistry. They're built on their knowledge. They're built on their identity and story in a way. So if you're interested in exploring more about how you could not only learn about AI more strategically, or even potentially start thinking about ways to package your knowledge and compartmentalize it into the online platforms that exist through video, through online materials, as well as through your own custom AI, definitely reach out, because we have many ways that we help musicians do this. You're welcome to book a call through the link here in the show notes, and we can discuss more about how, whether or not you're using AI effectively or not in your business. But I want to encourage you to open your mind to the leverage opportunities that exist in today's day and age. And if you're still feeling burned out, it's just not your fault. You're holding on to a model that no longer is valid and it is no longer necessary. And believe me, I taught piano one-on-one lessons for over 20 years. I know that there are many musicians out there right now and music educators who don't yet understand how teaching online can provide not only great results, but sometimes faster results than the traditional one-on-one model. But I'm here to tell you that our clients are doing it. If you've gone through any of our previous podcast episodes, you can pick. We have so many interviews that we've made with potential clients. Just the one right before this one was an interview with our client, Nana. So you can just scroll up and watch our episode that came right before this one and see how our clients are leveraging the online platforms. And even those who are very resistant at first, once they start seeing what's possible and seeing how their students can actually get better results than they did when they were just seeing them once a week and leaving them on their own hanging for 6 days out of the week, then it's going to just be a completely new dimension and a new way of looking at what's possible. And the best part is when you realize that AI can not only change the way you grow your business, but also give you back your energy to focus on what you really should be doing, which is connecting and creating, then it's a game changer and it's a massive competitive advantage. And there will be, going into 2026, two groups in the music industry. There will be those who embrace technology and who open themselves up to working smarter instead of harder, who both embrace the online educational platforms to stop teaching one-on-one in person every week in the same way, and instead start leveraging group virtual masterclasses, asynchronous instruction, and leveraging their knowledge through videos, PDFs, as well as AI. And there will be those who refuse to innovate, who are still holding on to the old models, who do not want to change and are more concerned about just sticking to the old because that's what's familiar. Those will unfortunately fall way behind. And they're not just going to be left behind, their own model will burn them out, and they'll just struggle unnecessarily. And the worst part is that their students won't benefit. Their students won't benefit because when you're working with a burned out music educator, you can feel it and students feel it. And eventually it will not be the most sustainable way to go. So if you want to be in the group of those who are willing to innovate, even if it requires a bit of a learning curve at first, even if it requires opening your mind to what's available, and yes, in a way, learning new things, trust me, you're going to be at a great competitive advantage, and you're going to innovate and create a bigger difference in your work, which I know is what you ultimately want. Yes, you want to create more impact. Yes, you want to create more income. But when you understand how AI can expand the visibility and the reach and the impact of your work, that's when all of this comes together full circle. So I hope you start getting excited. And if you haven't yet jumped into the online technology and learned about AI and specifically looked at how you can use AI more strategically through custom AI platforms and proven roadmaps, then this is your invitation to hop on and to be a part of the new movement that is helping musicians and music educators and creatives around the world create more sustainable online businesses. Thank you for watching, and until next time, let's prosper together.